the stream up a little bit so that I don't end up with a 6.5 gig file like I did last time. The wooden trunk that you find, Maisel, next to the oven has tiny holes bored into its lid, and you can hear the sound of hundreds of croaking toads inside of this wooden crate.
You guys like swarms of things, right?
Yes. Well, I'm not really a toad person, so I'll let the group know that sounds like there's toads in there, but I am leaving it alone.
And lastly, you open up the oven, and inside the oven you see a baking sheet with 4 pies. They're like hand pies that are cooking, and it smells wonderful inside the oven.
Don't eat it. It's the pies.
I'm a performer. I'm watching my figure, so I don't eat strange pies and children milk.
Well, not eating strange pies is really a good euphemism for everybody.
No way.
It's a good strategy for not dying.
Hey, anybody want a strange pie?
Want to buy some strange meat?
Many things wrong with these sentences.
This is so wrong.
We should probably
I'm
charge
ending
it
this
scared.
transmission.
Yeah.
I'm downright angry at whoever is cooking these pies, though, for killing a bunch of children. That's pretty rude. You know?
Well, oddly enough, earlier when I was pulling out minis, I was like, oh, I better pull out the 2-headed dog one because I'm probably going to need that. And I'm like, no, there's no 2-headed dog in here. Yeah, there.
Cerberus.
So, oops.
Not looking forward.
I am. Maybe I'll land a hit. It'll be like a big day.
You guys are poking around the barrel, debating whether or not to lick the disgusting fluid out of it.
I'm not.
It's tempting. I mean, I get it. Remember Kiki?
Chi Sim is looking into this barrel, and you suddenly see the liquid in there start to kind of swirl, like there's something underneath that's moving around.
Oh, great. Oh, no.
Get away from the barrel.
Speaking of Kiki.
I'm going to kick the barrel over.
And you're gonna kick the barrel over? So
Yeah.
you kick over the barrel, and it goes splop, and there's disgusting liquid spills out, and this dog-like creature splops out of this barrel, flops around, and stands up, and it is a dretch, which is a type of demon. Everybody roll initiative.
Darn it.
I rolled a 1. Whatever. At least it's on initiative.
I got a 13.
Maybe my dice tray is bad or something. Seems like I've rolled like twice since I started bringing it to games.
So 10 for Jeff and a 22 for Maisel.
What's you looking for?
Not just stretching.
Oh, okay.
Helga, what'd you get?
1. Well, plus, so 3.
Wow.
Aha.
At least you maintain that energy from character to character.
That's right.
Chi Sim, what'd you get?
I got a 13.
It's my brand.
Yes, it's your brand.
Rolling damage.
And the Dretch got an 11. Or, I'm sorry, a 4.
We're gonna get it.
So, Maisel, you see Chi Sim kind of get spooked by this barrel and kick it over and this Dretch pop out. What would you like to do?
First, I would like to curse the overly curious under my breath. Not like for any effect, I mean like with profanity.
Oh, yes.
And then I will
Fair enough.
cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. So, hold on here. I'm surprised I don't have Dissonant Whispers memorized by now. I mean, that's like a favorite for bards.
Isn't it like a D12?
It's
Psychic?
3d6 psychic, wisdom saving throw, half damage if they succeed.
Okay, here comes the wisdom saving throw of
Okay.
4.
Yay!
You caught it from me.
I think the
So,
Dretch is going to eat shit.
Good.
Damage is 14 psychic.
Eesh. Ouch.
Man.
Really? Holy crap.
3 plus 6 plus 5.
Good rolling.
Wow. The Dretch is staggered and it immediately uses its reaction to move away from her. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Hey! Now I'm in the line of fire.
And the Dretch only has one head. It's just that's the only dog-like thing I have.
Bad dog.
It actually looks a lot like the Keymaster from Ghostbusters. When you look at the picture of the Dretch, you're like, hey, that's the Keymaster. Maisel, is there anything you want to do with your bonus action or your movement?
I don't. Do I even have a bonus action? I don't think I do.
There's probably not. I mean, there's some spells that have a bonus action available, but not many.
No. I am just going to. Let's see. Where am I on the on the battle map?
You
Which
are
one am I?
right here.
Right. Oh, I'm already plenty far away. Then no, I'm good. I'll stay right there.
Yeah, you're a good 25 feet away from him. So.
Yep, we'll stay where I am.
Okay. So, Chi Sim, what would you like to do?
Kick it outside for being a bad dog.
Smack it with a rolled up newspaper.
I am just going to pull out my rapier and try to attack it.
Okay, so you're going to move up to him and attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
And kick the barrel again while going over there.
Yeah.
Guessing a 8 doesn't hit.
No.
Then I'm gonna try to use one of my daggers.
Use your dagger offhand?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's no offhand because evidently in D&D 5th edition, everybody is ambidextrous. Bullshit.
Is
Nat
it because
20.
of ableism or something? Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Whatever.
What'd you get?
Nat 20.
Ooh, double damage.
And it was what again?
For a dagger, it's a D4. But you don't get to add your... Oh, no, yeah, you do. You get to add your either strength or dexterity modifier to the damage. But you don't get to do it to attack because you're not skilled.
Three.
3 points? Let's see. Oddly enough, it is hanging on and is not dead yet. Pepperell, what would you like to do?
What might I know about the Dretch?
Make your choice, religion or arcana.
Religion is a plus instead of a minus. I rolled a total 12.
Okay. You know that Dretches are among the weakest of demons, and clearly you get this from your visual and olfactory sensation. They are repulsive, self-loathing creatures doomed to spend eternity in a state of perpetual discontent.
They're simps.
They have low
sounds cool.
That sounds like a good dog.
What I know about its abilities.
They have a low intelligence.
It just keeps getting more.
They lack potential, but they make up for the lack of potential with sheer malice. That they like to mill about in mobs in the abyss, voicing their displeasure as an unsettling din of hoots, snarls, and grunts.
Yep, that's a simp for you right there. Yep.
Simp. You also know that they have the ability to emit a fetid cloud of disgusting green gas.
I want a pet. I'll reach out telepathically and see if it is capable of language.
It is, and it responds back with telepathy.
You say, "Oh, you're so cute. Can I pet you?"
It speaks back to you in Abyssal.
I don't need language once it's telepathy.
Oh, that's true.
Really?
Well,
Swinging at the
specifically, it does. It says that its telepathy will only work with creatures that understand Abyssal.
Hold on. I speak Infernal.
Well, if he was a
My
devil...
telepathy says it just needs to be capable of language, but its telepathy says I must know Abyssal, so I'm
Right.
not sure about the conflict.
Yeah, I mean, it responds back in what sounds like guttural Latin. It's slang Latin, if you were.
Big Latin.
Yes, big Latin.
Well,
like
I'm
you're
trying
not
with body language and tone of voice. I'm squeeing a bit. I'd like to pet the dretch.
Wow.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. 23.
Wow.
Dang.
I can't roll an ish or perception, but trying to talk to a dretch, I win.
So Pepperell
You found your sport, Pepperell.
comes up to the Dretch and is like petting him. It's like, he's just misunderstood. Leave him alone.
Clinging to his burly neck and slobbering jaws.
Ew!
He's beautiful on the inside.
He smells awful, though. I mean, geez.
Starts saying, in the arms of an angel.
Before
We
the
need your
wind beneath my wings. Okay, that's my turn.
So,
Boring enough.
everybody make a perception check.
Am I gonna perceive that he's dumb for doing that? No, I'm just kidding. That's rude. They actually might be a asset to the group. I don't know.
21 on my perception.
I got 18.
Okay. What did Maisel get?
23, she says.
23?
23. Apparently, this week is making up for my last 3 weeks of playing where I could not get into double digits.
Right. What did she say get?
8.
A whole 8. And Helga?
18.
So everybody except for Chi Sim realizes that the shrieking and cackling from upstairs has stopped. And at the top of the stairs, coming down the stairs, a haggard,
Have a hair in my
heavy-set old woman with a face as wrinkled as a boiled apple comes down the stairs holding a broom in one hand. She wears a blood-stained, flour-caked apron. A long, sharp bodkin impales her bundled-up mound of gray hair. She says, "Oh, I didn't know I had visitors. I see you've found my pet."
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need some water?
So yes, he's lovely. What's his name?
I left my tea in the car. I just
She
realized-
says, How many dream pies would you
I
like?
think I got it.
Okay.
No, thank you. I just ate my hideous demon cake of death made from children just a couple hours ago.
I'm still full from the last child I ate.
Very nonchalant.
Exactly.
She looks at the Dretch and she says, "What? You've injured him. Be gone with you." What do you guys do?
I will cling to the Dretch like a teenager hugging a cat that wants to get away.
I'll tell her she's bad. She's a bad person, and I'm here to mete out mighty justice.
I'm gonna sue you. Your dog bit me.
That's another way to go, I guess.
Hold on here.
I'm gonna threaten her.
So she so she yells out, "Sick him!" And the Dretch tries to bite Pepperell
Bad dog! Bad dog!
with a soft 20 to hit.
Oh, crap.
Okay.
For a whole whopping 6 points of piercing damage. And it
eats
is
up my temporary hit points, and I take one.
and it is then going to try to claw you
Okay.
with an 18 to hit.
Nope.
Oh, 18 misses you, eh? Alright.
Yep.
Wow.
And then last but not least, let's see here. It releases a 10-foot radius of disgusting green gas from its butt. The gas spreads around corners and the area is lightly obscured. It lasts for 1 minute or until a strong wind disperses it.
A strong wind already got in.
A strong wind already got in. So, Pepperell and Chi Sim, you need to make DC 11 Constitution saving throws.
Worst pet ever.
Oh my god, you've been feeding this dog pig ears, haven't you?
I got a 10, so I fail.
Okay. I take that as a fail as well.
Slick.
Yep. So, you are both poisoned until the beginning of the Dretch's next turn.
Oh, crap.
Helga, what would you like to do?
Is it my turn?
It is.
Okay.
I wouldn't come near anybody.
Let me see.
Well, the good thing about this dog is at least you can see when it farts. You don't like accidentally walk through the hanging cloud in the room because it's invisible.
I'm gonna use my Warhammer on its death butt because that's the part I'm facing.
You're gonna hit the dog in the butt with a warhammer.
I got a nat 20.
Nice.
Yeah, take that,
Fuck that dog.
evil butt. Let's see, 1d8. So that's this one, or that's a d12. This one's d8. I got an 8.
So in Abyssal, the Dretch goes "Arr!" and dies.
I smited something. Good for me.
But the gas, of course, still hangs in the air.
I was near the door. I probably should have opened it. Oh well.
Did you want to do anything with your movement or your bonus action?
I just point at the flower apron lady and say, "You're next, evildoer."
There's the zealotry I've come to know and love.
That's right.
I was already planning on killing her.
Maisel, what would you like to do?
Wait, I thought that it was dead.
The Dretch is dead, but Morgantha is at the top of the stairs, and she's pissed off that you guys even attacked her pet.
Well, it tried to attack us.
She's also killing babies or something
She's killing children.
that aren't her own. So what is that about?
It'd be totally different if she was killing her own kids.
At least I eat my own.
So, Hazel, what would you like to do?
I don't know. Do we want to, I mean, I assume we want to ask her questions.
I just told her.
You can ask her a question.
Or we can just slaughter her.
I don't know. I don't know what to do. Thoughts? Input from others?
I just threatened to kill her. Yeah, I told her she was gonna die, basically. So you're gonna have to like,
Murdering?
you're gonna have to de-escalate that, or yeah. I figure we'll get the information from the rest of the lighthouse once we've slain everything inside. We'll probably be able to solve the mystery of this whole thing. It's a groovy mystery. We'll solve it.
I'm too far from the stairs to try and grapple her. I guess I would, for now, I just want to move toward the stairs.
Okay.
Keeping a close eye on her, but I have no other thoughts on what to do yet.
So there's
I'll just...
there's 20 feet. You're at the bottom of the stairs.
Except for we don't fight over the
I want to be at the bottom of the stairs, but not on the staircase yet.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
And then when we took a break, we don't
Basically
fight over
move
the
and take
VR.
the dodge action, or do you want to ready an action in case she comes down the stairs?
But
Yeah,
I'm not
what
allowed
I'll
to do it anymore
is
because I accidentally hit somebody
ready.
in the face.
What do I want to
And
ready?
knocked
I'll
the
ready
table
the
with my
vicious
knee.
mockery.
Okay.
And the dog tripped
So-
me.
I'm trying to think of sick birds.
On Morgantha's turn,
They're cooking.
she looks at Helga
Yeah, that's true.
and says, "I have ways to deal with you."
Oh man.
At least my
And she-
dog doesn't have a stinky butt.
It's actually kind of a relief because you could just, if you were holding it in, you feel no pressure anymore. There's no way anyone would
Yeah,
notice.
please kill me.
Now is the time, so go for it.
We put your dog down.
She.
We're sorry to inform you, your dog is bad.
Okay, so she. Oh, that's terrible.
I heard that.
I know.
She-
Dice.
She shoots a ray towards you out of her hand, but misses with a 13. I mean, I'm assuming that your paladin has higher than a 13.
You missed.
I'm wearing
So,
chainmail.
Maisel, you can go ahead and do your mocking.
Excellent.
So she needs does she need to make a save for that?
Yeah, it's a wisdom saving throw of 13.
So she gets a 17 on her save.
Which means she only takes 1 point.
Okay. And she
Bring it.
she
They're all tangled.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's a big mess in here.
My bag's just full of random stuff.
Yeah, she's gonna stay at the top of the stairs. Sim, what would you like to do?
Murder.
So are you just gonna go up to the top of the stairs and attack her, or?
I mean, from this range, I don't think I would use a bow.
You could. I mean, you got to figure you're looks like 10 feet away from the base of the stairs, and those stairs, she's at least 10 feet up, so you're looking at a range of 20 at least.
Okay, yeah, then. I'll try to hit her with the bow then.
Go for it.
And then I'll terribly miss.
Don't jinx yourself.
Do you add anything to a bow?
Yep, dexterity modifier.
So I got a 13.
Nope, you're right, you do miss. Did you want to move at all?
You could,
I'm gonna go move by the barrel.
You
I have
could-
an idea.
or
Okay.
you could open the doors or windows too to get all the toots out.
All the toots.
I have an idea with the barrel.
you move over to the barrel. Pepperell, what would you like to do?
I cast darkness.
Okay. At the top of the stairs, I assume?
I telepathically broadcast to the room I need to be alone, and I walk outside the door and sit down in the adjacent square.
So you're leaving.
Yep,
You cast darkness and walk out the door.
yep.
Typical
I cast
Pepperell.
darkness on myself.
Oh. Okay. All right.
The morning block of your beloved pet.
Yeah, so from the doorway, there's a 15-foot globe of darkness blocking 15 feet inside and 15 feet outside.
Hey, you opened
Yeah.
the door.
Yay.
Yeah, so basically the door that you came in has now completely vanished into a black void.
Now we have no means of escape.
Helga, what would you like to do?
I am right angry at Morgantha. 5, 10, 15, 20. Or,
Yeah, that's close enough. You want to
I
make
don't
your
know.
attack?
Yeah.
So, let's see, you're third level, right?
Yeah.
Do you even have spells yet? Yeah, you do.
Yeah, not very many, but
So, your only requirement for... I mean, I don't know if you have any smite spells.
I got
Wow.
Divine Smite, and then
So Divine Smite, the nice thing about Divine Smite is that the only prerequisite is that you actually hit with a melee attack. But as a bonus action, most of your smite spells can be cast with a bonus action. So you could cast, like, Blinding Smite or Thunderous Smite, and then hit. So on your first attack, you would get both that smite spell and Divine Smite if you connect.
I really should have done that the first time around. Let's see. I rolled terribly just now, so
Okay.
I think I'll probably
Just hang on to
miss.
that idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I got like 3 spell slots. I think all these are an action, not a bonus action, though.
So like if you use a bonus action and you don't connect, that smite spell stays on you until you do connect for, I want to say, a minute.
Okay.
It might be even more. It might be like 10 minutes.
I think I'll do that then. So
Okay.
I'll take one of my slots, and then if I do connect next time, I'll get nice.
Okay. So you have like 2 spell slots?
Yeah.
So if you cast a smite spell, that's 1 slot, and then divine smite would be another slot. But that would do a lot of damage.
Okay.
So
Yeah. It says Divine Smite takes 1 spell slot. I got 3 slots is what the sheet
okay.
says.
So you'd be left with a slot left over for any healing you might want to
Yeah. Okay.
do. That's not a bad deal.
So I missed this time.
Okay, so you missed. And we are back to Maisel. So Helga runs past you and up the stairs and engages Morgantha in melee. Maisel, what would you like to do?
So, group, what's the plan? Are we killing her or are we capturing her?
Murder.
Anyone?
Murder.
Sounds like you're murder hobos.
She deserves to die, if that's what you're asking. So
I know, I want to know why. Okay. But being outvoted and being shocked at the fact that I am suddenly a compassionate person, I'm Cast my compassion aside and attempt to hit her with my crossbow.
Okay.
Give me just a second, because all of a sudden my computer got smarter than me.
Well, that's what it'll tell you, but don't believe it. Computers lie.
It's 17 to hit.
That hits.
I don't have any more color.
And 10 points of damage.
Okay. So you see your arrow or your bolt hit her. She doesn't look as injured as you might think.
Okay.
You find that she has damage resistance to cold, fire, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. Oh, are your crossbow bolts silvered?
Yes.
Oh, then she does take full damage. Where the crossbow bolt has hit her, you see wispy silvery smoke coming out of the wound.
Cool.
She's also immune to being charmed.
Well, there goes that idea.
Yeah. No seduction for the old woman.
Hey, old time people love to do. Trust me, I know.
I had like something from Walmart envisioned. Did you want to do any movement or anything else?
No, I like my position. I'm good where I am. Thank you.
Okay. The hag so she drops concentration and her form changes shape from this withered old woman that you know as Morgantha, and now standing before you is the hideous visage of a night hag. And she enters the material plane, enters the ethereal plane, and exits back into the material plane, standing on the table.
Oh man.
And that is her action.
Ethereal jaunt?
Yes. Chi Sim, what would you like to do? Morgantha is now behind you.
Take the barrel and throw it at her.
Make a dexterity check.
That's a good idea.
For an improvised weapon.
Six.
I'm going to let you re-roll that because it tumbled onto the floor.
Yeah, carpet.
3.
Wow! Wow! So even divine intervention didn't help you.
she's
So
like,
yeah, you hooked the barrel and it is now over. It hits the wall. Actually, you throw the barrel with enough force, but you miss her that the barrel hits the wall and busts apart
I hate your cooking.
into rotting wood, pus-filled demon ichor wood.
Ew.
If possible, it smells a little worse in here now. Pepperell, what would you like to do?
You should play the YouTube link I sent. I'm still outside the raft over dredge.
Let me see here. Yep, that's not what I wanted. There we go.
It's even better if you can put it up on your TV.
I I like the music they put in the background. Yes. God, that movie was fucking terrible. Have you guys seen Dungeons and Dragons, the movie?
No, I didn't know existed.
Okay, so to tell you how bad this movie was, is that which of the Wayans brothers was it?
I think it was Damon.
Yeah. One of the younger Wayans brothers was in this movie, and he wasn't really the star of the movie, or he wasn't intended to be the star of the movie, but his performance overtook that entire movie, and he was truly the star. And his name was Snails, and they killed Snails in an overly dramatic fashion. And then the main star, when they killed Snails, actually drops to his knees and screams out, "Snails!" And, this dramatic moment where a main character dies, and the entire theater just erupts in laughter, like, this movie's terrible. Yeah.
Snails.
Yeah.
So that's Pepperell after the dredge has now been killed.
Yes.
Snap
That's
out
my
of it,
turn.
man.
I'm just wailing over the loss of the dredge.
Are you sure you're not wailing?
I'm wailing, yes.
If you come back inside, you can still smell him.
The scent is closely related to memory.
Right. Relive your time together.
I'm done.
Okay.
Aww.
You're just going to stay outside in darkness? Helga, what would you like to do?
Go, what? Yeah, and then I'll turn around. I think I got one more.
Yeah, you got 25. You don't want to get into melee range?
I didn't think I could.
So you were only like halfway up the stairs, so. 10, 15, 20, 25, and you could attack her.
Okay, let's
on
do
the
this.
table.
Let's roll. Let's roll good. Nope, let's not. Let's roll a 2.
Go!
Good times.
All right, and we are back to Maisel. What would Maisel like to do now that Morgantha has shown her true form and done an ethereal jaunt?
There's lots of people close to her, yes? Yes.
Yeah, Helga is once again in melee combat with her, but whiffing it with her sword.
I'm short and below her, though, so if you shoot, I think you'll be able to not hit me.
Morgantha replies to that, "You'll always be below me."
Oh, jeez.
Then I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers again.
Okay, so she needs to make a wisdom save. Oh wait. She has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
Wow.
Wait, what? She's immune?
She has resistance.
So that means what? Half damage?
No, she gets advantage on her saving throws.
Ew, ew.
And she gets a 21 on her save.
Okay, never mind. Well, that was a waste of time.
Damn.
Okay. Then, that's all I got. And I'd like to stay far away from the table. So I'm gonna...
You're like, you know what? I'm staying over here. Fuck that old bitch.
This was all my idea anyway, so.
Yeah, me.
I was gonna kill her anyway.
Yeah. Morgantha, once again, is going to try for her ray of enfeeblement on Helga.
Meow.
I'm already feeble. No, I'm not.
She gets an 8,
Sweet.
misses with her ray of enfeeblement. And she points her finger at Helga and misses, and she looks at her finger and shakes her hand.
This is like one of those gunfights where they're 10 feet away and no one gets hit.
Right. Yeah. Well, I remember back when I was in high school, we played Cyberpunk 2020. And Cyberpunk there was an entire section in there, or a sidebar, about the fact that at close range, your player characters are going to frickin' miss. And there was an entire sidebar in there that was from FBI ballistics reports that that was something like 85% of all gun battles happen within 10 feet of the target, and they miss 5 out of 6 shots.
Oh man.
And it was really funny because everybody's like, "Oh, that's BS," blah blah blah. And like a week later, there was a shooting at Lloyd Center, and they were like within 7 feet of each other. This guy unloaded a 9-round clip and hit nothing, like just whiffed it completely.
Yeah.
So it really is true.
Huh.
Chi Sim.
So it's like most gunfights is what I'm going through here. I don't feel quite as alone.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason why when the police shoot, they shoot like 92 bullets, and the target is hit 4 times. You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was that they were incompetent. I'm sorry.
Well,
Try and hit the
Tisket, Tasket. What are you gonna do?
Try to hit her with my rapier.
Okay, so you are moving up.
To the east
Or
side.
do I add to that again? It's strength. and
So
something
it
else.
could either your choice of either your strength modifier or your dexterity modifier.
None of that's gonna matter because I rolled a 4.
Wow. Wow.
Man,
You got it.
everyone's catching bad rolling. For
And
me.
we are back to pepperoll doohickey.
Bad rolling
Beside my-
disease.
I have moved away from the first stage of grief, and I've moved on to the second stage of grief. So I move into the room.
Okay.
I think it was Helga that killed the dog.
Yeah, it was me.
Yes.
I take sight on Helga and move forward into a haphazard anger of slap fight clumsiness at her backside.
Am I to understand
And
that
you
I'll-
still have darkness on?
Yes.
Okay. So this area is now engulfed in darkness. So Chi Sim and Helga will be, and Morgantha will all be at disadvantage for just about everything.
Am I gonna get spanked?
Yeah, he's slapping you.
Oh,
Kill
okay.
the dog.
I sure did.
What would you like to do, Helga? So you're at
Uh,
disadvantage.
So I think I can feel the table in front of me, right?
Yeah.
I can try and tip that over. I think that's something I can do in the darkness. What do you think?
Yeah.
That seems-
Go ahead and make a strength check.
Okay. 10. Probably not good enough.
So yeah, you tip the table over.
Sweet.
Morgantha makes her dex save.
Oh darn it. Does like a
Stool tips over, the table tips over, and Helga with a 12 lands on the other side of the table, who now has cover
damn it.
to the tune of half cover. So she has a +2 bonus to her AC while she's behind the table.
Okay. That didn't work out as well. So. Alright.
That's not what I wanted at all.
Oh well. Life happens.
Maisel, the darkness is enshrouding that area, so if you wanted to shoot with your crossbow, you would be at disadvantage.
Okay.
You're essentially blind firing. You did hear the table appear to, the sound of the table being knocked over, and that's all you know.
Okay. So she's not out of the sphere of darkness on the other side of the table?
No.
Okay. I don't know what to do. Again, this is not terribly helpful.
Well, you could just fire into the globe of the darkness with disadvantage.
No, I don't wanna.
I
I
mean,
don't wanna risk hitting someone.
I would
in my
only
party.
make you hit one of your own party members if you rolled a 1.
So she's a bard, right?
Yeah.
Maybe she can inspire us or something?
Yeah.
With music? Or...
Yeah, you could try giving somebody bardic inspiration.
Well, how will that help in the darkness, though? I mean, like, does that?
Well, if they're making attacks in the darkness, that means they're at disadvantage. So,
Right.
I believe at 3rd level, your bardic inspiration is a D4. So they could add a D4 to their.
It's actually a D6.
Oh, it's a D6. So they can roll a D6 and add it to their roll.
Okay.
So who would you like to inspire?
Let's see. I think I'll inspire Helga.
Okay.
Sweet.
So Helga, Maisel sings a little song and gives you bardic inspiration.
I sing, hit her with your best shot. Hit her with your best shot.
Sweet. Thank you.
Fire away.
The night hag. Ooh, that would be cool. Maybe.
Is it unusual?
It's an interesting idea.
She effectively can't see any of us, so any spell that requires sight.
That's what I'm looking for here. Let's see here. So all she has to do is pick a location within 20 feet of her. But it doesn't say that she has to have, she doesn't have to have sight. So, so Pepperell, what are your current hit points?
26 plus 510.
Okay. So, okay. And Helga, what are your current hit points?
25.
And Chi Sim, what are your current hit points?
26.
Wow, so that was fucking useless. So yeah, she attempts to cast sleep on the area and fails. You guys do not fall asleep.
It's so dark and there's nice music though.
And then
Surprising.
she
Take a nap.
moves over here out of the darkness. Don't worry, next turn she will attack the darkness. Chi Sim, what would you like to do?
We're in a cloud of darkness.
I don't know. I'm trying to get out of. I'll get out of the cloud of darkness, and we'll try to.
Roll a d4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
See.
Three.
3,
That way.
5, 10, 15, 20. You get 20 feet and you are... What's the radius on darkness?
15 centered on me. Radius is 15.
Okay, so you make it out of the darkness at 20 feet and you are at the wall and you can see Morgantha further down the wall to the north. What would you like to do? So you have another 10 feet of movement, but that wouldn't put you in melee range.
Crossbow.
Okay, go and make your attack.
It was dexterity add to this, correct?
Yes.
14?
Nope, that is a miss.
Dang.
Pepperell, what would you like to do?
I turned my eyeballs over to Morgantha, and I'm now half in the second stage, moving into the third stage. So I'm going to move face to face with her, pick her up by the scruff of her shabby clothes, and demand she bring Dretch back.
Are you dropping darkness?
No, I can see through it.
Okay. Make a grapple check.
Soft 20.
Nice.
Wow, she only got a 17, so she is grappled. You have her by her scruffy clothes and are demanding that she bring back the Dretch. Interesting. Okay. So Helga, the darkness moves away from you,
Yeah.
and you
What's this?
I can hear him begging for Dredge to.
and Chi Sim is back in the darkness.
Darn it!
Helga, what would you like to do?
Let's see. I think I will try and persuade him to let Dretch go and like calm down.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm casting calm down time on you. No, I'm gonna fail pretty hard because I rolled a 4. And his persuasion, it's a 6 altogether. There's no way.
So, well, so Pepperell, make a charisma check, or make a charisma save with a DC 10.
Soft 20.
Okay, he is not moved by your calming words.
I think it was more nagging, but yeah.
Yeah, that's my problem. I need to stop nagging and just be more persuasive.
Damn it.
Are you going to ready an action or take the dodge action? Or?
Let me think here. How close do people have to be to get blessed? Because I may be able to bless some folks while we're waiting. Nobody's hurt, are they?
I haven't taken any damage.
30 feet. I can't really bless anybody from here. So I guess I'm going to I'm gonna hold up like my shield and be
Take dodge action.
Yeah.
So it adds a +2 to your AC.
okay for if anything emerges out of the darkness. But I'm looking right at it.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, you're not going to take I doubt you would take your eyes off of the darkness. Okay. Maisel, what would you like to do? From the darkness, you can hear Morgantha's voice. She's cursing in multiple languages.
Then I pursued Morgantha. So Morgantha's in the darkness with
Oh,
me.
she's back in darkness now?
Yeah, Morgantha, Pepperell, and Chi Sim are all in a globe of darkness.
Even though I literally just got out
And
of it.
Helga's like right at the edge of the darkness.
Okay. Then I guess can I inspire someone else? That's like all I got, because I don't want to shoot into darkness if there are other people there.
Maybe you'd have a
Let
better
me-
time persuading him to drop the darkness or something. Like,
Let me take a look.
I was trying to get him to calm down, but maybe just telling him to drop darkness would work better. Plus, he probably likes you more because you didn't kill the dog.
Because it says creatures, let's see. Bonus action for a creature other than yourself that can hear you gains inspiration. So even if they're in darkness, they'd still hear me.
Right. Yeah, I'm just looking to see how many times a day you can do. So you can use it 3 times, 3 times equal, or number of times equal to your charisma modifier.
Okay, and that's 3.
So yeah, you can inspire somebody else.
Okay, so Helga's got an inspiration. I'm only mildly perturbed with Pepperell, but I'm not ready to hire him because of his course of action.
Okay, so you're giving Pepperell inspiration as well?
No, because he's irritating me by being a big whiny baby.
Okay.
Hoping for cheese him.
Okay. So Chi-Sim now has a D6 inspiration.
Thank you, Bard.
Thank you.
The Night Hag, while being lifted and roughly held, casts magic missile on
Wild grapple?
wall grapple.
Okay.
So hold on here. And she's of course going to do that on Pepperell.
Perfect.
For 14 points of force damage.
Okay, and in response, I cast Hellish Rebuke as a reaction, level 2, 3d10 fire.
Go for it.
Save DC 14 Dex.
And she has to make that at disadvantage. Well, she has advantage on spells, but she's at disadvantage because she's grappled, so that's just a normal roll.
21 fire, DC 14.
Nope, she got a 13.
Okay.
And she takes 10 points of fire damage.
Nice.
She's resistant to fire.
Yep. And that elicits a response of her from, you little puke! I'm going to turn you and your friends into pies!
I don't want to be a pie.
Chicken run.
Chi-Sim, what would you like to do?
Get out of the darkness once again.
Roll a d4.
Hold on, Chris.
Yeah.
I took damage from magic missile, but darkness is a concentration spell.
Oh, that's true. Go ahead and make a con check.
Nice.
Unfortunately, I got an 18.
Yep, you saved.
How's this emo so
3.
powerful? We're getting owned by this.
So, you follow your way along the wall, and 10 feet out, you are out of the darkness.
I'm just gonna kind of glare at the darkness. I don't-
Okay. Do you want to ready an action in case the darkness is dropped so that you can make an attack? Or okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Pepperell, what would you like to do?
I am now passing into the depression stage of grief, and so everyone can see and experience it with me. I do drop the darkness.
Okay.
I will cast a Hexblade's Curse on her as a bonus action,
Okay.
and then proceed to stamp her to death with my silvered longsword.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack. You have advantage since you are grappling her.
Both turned out to be 15s.
Both are misses. Oh,
Okay.
did you roll your d6?
Yeah.
I thought I wasn't inspired. I thought,
Oh, no, you're not inspired. Sorry.
I'm inspired.
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Darkness is gone, and I'm flailing about with my longsword, madly trying to waste on Morgantha now.
yes. Okay. Helga. Oh, wait, sorry. Chi-Sim, you're ready to action. If you want to shoot your crossbow, you are at disadvantage.
I'll still try. I rolled a nat 20.
Oh,
18.
that hits.
I don't know what to do for a bow. I've actually never used one.
It is a
Good time to learn, huh?
D6, I think. Hold on. It is So what is it? A regular crossbow or a hand crossbow?
It is a hand crossbow.
So it is 1d6 piercing damage.
Okay. Still.
And are those bolts silvered?
No.
Okay.
I do 2 damage.
So d6 plus your dexterity modifier.
3.
Okay, so she takes 1 point of damage from your crossbow bolt. Helga, what would you like to do?
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. Time to finally hit somebody again.
Okay.
I killed the dog and now I have more bloodlust, so let's get it done.
I killed the Keymaster of Gozer.
There's no way. God, really? Okay, I rolled an 11. There's no way that works. I somehow missed somebody who's grappled.
What's your strength mod?
It's +0.
Wow. Dex mod?
+1.
Yeah, still 11 of miss. Okay.
Do I get advantage because she's grappled?
Oh, yes, you do.
Okay, I'll try again.
Yes, you
oh,
did.
and I get inspiration. Duh.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot I had inspiration.
So my best roll was an 11, and then plus a 3 is 14. Probably still don't.
That still misses.
Your inspiration is all for naught. I'm sorry.
Maisel, what would you like to do?
Is she out of the darkness yet?
Yes.
You dropped the
I dropped it.
darkness.
Okay, then I would like to shoot her bolt and that has a silver bolt.
Okay, you are at disadvantage because she's in. So you have advantage because she is grappled, but you're at disadvantage because there's 2 people in melee, so it's just a regular straight roll.
Regular old throw. Okay.
Unless you want to use an inspiration point, in which case it would give you advantage.
I used my inspiration last week.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Jiminy Cricket. Oh my goodness. I commented on how well I was rolling. What a mistake. 6.
No, that's a miss.
Nope.
Yeah. So Pepperell and Helga, you see this silver crossbow bolt going ping, stick in the wall.
Somebody will roll good.
Is there any movement or anything else you want to do, Maisel?
No, I like being this far away from the bulk of the action.
Okay. So let's see, Morgantha. Morgantha. Where did my book go? She steps into the ethereal plane.
Man. Again.
And steps out over here. Thus breaking the grapple. And that is her action. Sim, what would you like to do?
I'd just like to try to hit her again.
Do you want to move up to her and hit her in melee, or do you want to shoot her? Okay. I think you can do that. Yep, 20 feet. Go for it. You have a silvered rapier, don't you?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I am
Wow.
Man, is
With-
somebody
with a
better
4.
hit soon.
I know, right?
This is getting crazy.
This is getting ridiculous. Offhand?
I
Dagger
can
attack?
try.
I mean, something's better than nothing.
Yeah. $13.
No. No. Pepperell, what would you like to do?
I will move back across the room and continue to harass her with my silver longsword.
Okay. Okay. Make your attack.
Still blubbering about bring him back, bring him back. Does 13 hit?
Wow, no.
Man.
No.
Wow. Helga.
Okay. I don't think I can get over there. No, I don't think I can. But I can bless all 3 of us.
Okay.
So we're blessed. Add a D4 when you roll next time.
All right. So Helga casts bless on Chisim and
Pepperell.
and herself.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
that should help.
Maisel, what would you like to do?
Well, this is my being a noob. So she's on another plane right now, right?
She stepped into the ethereal plane and came back out into the material plane.
Okay, I didn't catch that she stepped back out. Okay, so where is she now?
She
Still surrounded
is
by people?
she is back to the back of the windmill back here.
Okay. So do I would like to move like 1 square so that I have a shot without having to shoot through the other people.
You could make it 2 squares and you'd have a direct line of sight on her.
Yeah, 2 squares for the direct line of sight. Awesome. And that is a 21 to hit.
Ooh, yeah, that hits.
Yay!
Okay, and then with a silver bolt, 10.
Nice. Yeah, she's got another smoky crossbow bolt sticking in her. She is rather unhappy about that. Let's see.
That'll do it for me. I don't need to. Well, can I move back my 2 squares?
Yes, you can.
Cool.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
Okay.
Rad, thanks.
She She is going to make a claw attack on Pepperell. $19 to hit.
That does.
Okay. About time somebody do something. For 13 points of slashing damage.
Owie.
Ouch.
And that is her turn. G-Sim, what would you like to do? You are still in melee with her.
Two-way attacker. At least try.
Your dagger attack?
No.
You are blessed also.
Yeah, don't forget. I mean, even if you max, so it's a D4. So at 14, you'd still miss, but maybe try with your dagger.
Wait, isn't she? Did you use up your bard against rage?
Oh yeah.
No.
So you can also add a D6. So roll a D6 and a D4.
One.
Oh boy. no, 13 doesn't do it. Go ahead and make your dagger attack.
You're still blessed, though. Still blessed.
14.
14 total is a miss. Whiffing it. Pepperell, what would you like to do?
So let's see, I'm blessed too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll continue flailing with the longsword. I've been so effective so far. Ah, crapper. Okay, let's see. Even with the bless, it's a 12.
Damn.
Yep, that is a miss. Helga.
Okay, I think, let's see. 9, 10, 15. Can I wedge myself in there? What do you think?
I'm gonna fit between you two.
Get out of my way. I'm large and in charge.
You're a dwarf, so you just kind of shoulder people out of your way.
I'm probably used to it. 12.
Like a fat Karen at Target.
That's
I'm
right.
just gonna fit right in here.
So I got 15.
That's a miss.
Damn it. Alright.
Is that with your D4?
Yes.
Maisel.
Oh, probably.
Okay, I feel like this is somehow a class project. I am my actual self as I've been. So I'm gonna do the 2 steps for line of sight and then hit with the silver crossbow again and hope that it does the same thing.
Okay.
Okay. Oh no, it does not. I am joining the club of missers.
What did you roll?
A 7.
Okay.
Yeah, it's super miss.
And then did you want to move back?
My super is coming back to roost.
And you're gonna move back?
Yeah, I'd like to move back.
Okay.
Thank you.
So Morgantha points at all of you and she's like, "You're all pathetic. You'll be seeing me again soon.
Your cooking sucks.
Sleep tight." And she steps into Ethereal, but she does not return.
Good move on
I
her
have to say I
part.
agree with her.
Don't come back or we'll miss
Or
some
she,
more.
before, as she's disappearing, you're right.
I'm sorry that we
Like,
suck so
slip
bad.
into the 5th stage of anger acceptance. He's never coming back. I'll never see him again.
I'll use my what's that thing where I lay hands on him?
Yeah, lay hands. So it's 5 times your level, so you should have a pool of 15 points.
I'll give Pepperell his HP back
Okay.
because he missed
How many points?
You're missing 13, right? I can give you all those.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, I got 2 left.
Or as my wife's dwarf paladin likes to put it, here, let me give you a hand job.
That'll get you over the grief.
So, yeah, Kate's dwarf paladin has suffered many neuroses over the years of me tormenting her. And one of them is that she, one of her many mental and emotional flaws is that she has lustful thoughts as a paladin. And so she's now left Greenwater Mercantile and is traveling with my Saturday night group through hell. And of course the barbarian is in the group is taking advantage of that. And he's like, hey, hey Gerda, you want to come?
Unlock boots at the campfire.
Yeah, they have like 3 infernal war machines. Hey, you want to go in the back of the infernal war machine? I got a couple of succubi. I'll share them with you.
And she's like, think pure thoughts.
Yes. So. make perception checks.
Everybody?
Yep.
13.
Oh, now I can roll.
Nat
a
20.
Oh, now you get a nat 20. Right.
Guys, stop it.
I'm sorry. What did you get, Jeff?
Pepperell got a 19. I can't hit an object, but I can see things now.
And Maisel?
11.
Okay.
Messing
So-
up that bad was sobering.
Nat 20 and 19. And what did Helga get?
13.
So Pepperell and Chi Sim from upstairs, you can hear the sound of what sounds like children crying or sniffling and whimpering.
I can't hear it over my own failure.
Look,
Too loud.
I'm just gonna look around and try and sneak off. Sneak
I
off
wanted to
that
go
way. upstairs.
upstairs anyway. It's smelly in here.
So Chi Sim, you're going to sneak off and head upstairs. Pepperell, what do you point out the sobbing
please
children?
don't.
They sound like I feel, so I'm gonna go find them to share.
Yeah, so let's
Okay.
not say anything.
So Pepperell and Chi Sim head upstairs.
I'm gonna try to find the children and shush them before somebody
What
finds
do
out about
the
them.
rest of you downstairs do?
I guess I'll go up like slightly later, probably.
Just follow them.
Well, I was just gonna go upstairs anyway. I mean, it's just gross in here. Like it's
It's true.
icky.
And what about Maisel?
I'm not gonna lie, I was not paying attention to what you just said because someone delivered in and out to my.
Oh yes.
Enjoy.
Bye.
Distracted by a double. It can happen to the best of us.
So Pepperell and Chi Sim can heard the sounds of some children sobbing upstairs.
Okay.
But they didn't really bring up to the rest of the party. They just start to head upstairs, and Helga was going to head upstairs anyways.
Okay.
So what would you like to do?
Yeah, if everyone's going upstairs, I'll go too.
Okay.
No.
So you get upstairs, and you see the dirt-caked windows allow very little light to enter this 8-foot high chamber, most of which is taken up with a large millstone connected to a wooden gear shaft that rises through the ceiling in the center of the room. The stone staircase continues to climb up into the windmill toward the sound of some more cackling upstairs.
Man.
And you see, next to the millstone is a pair of, there are two canvas bags with drawstrings that are pulled tight and tied shut, and they are wiggling. And that is the source of where, as you all get closer, you can hear that coming from these two bags are the sounds of sniffling, crying children.
I'll open one. It was just a bunch of clothes last time. I'm not
Yeah, I'm not afraid of clothes. You open the bag, and there is a little girl about the age of 7 or 8 years old inside the bag, and she is sniffling, and she says, "You don't look like a witch."
Well, I'm not.
She is.
She points to Pepperell. He is, but
Can we help you get back home? Are you hungry?
and she immediately reaches over and starts to untie the other bag, and in that bag is a little boy. Oh, I'm sorry, the little girl is barely 5, and the boy looks like he is about 7 years old. And he tells you that his name is Freak,
Aw.
Freek, and he says that this is my little sister Myrtle.
Oh.
Where are you guys from? Do you know?
We're from the village of Barovia, and he says he tells you that Morgantha trades dream pies to
For children.
the people of Barovia, and in return for their children, which she then takes up here and slaughters the children and uses the millstone to grind their bones into powder that she uses in the recipe for her dream pies.
Do people know that that's what the dream pies are made of? They don't care, huh?
Freak tells you he suspects, and he doesn't say he suspects, he thinks that the grown-ups know, but they don't want to admit it.
So, do you want to go back home, or should we find somewhere else for you to go?
He thinks that that anything is better than here, and he wants to see his mama and his papa.
Okay. Let's have them stick with us and stay behind me.
They're dead.
I don't know. Not twice in a row.
No more
The
children.
cackling that you hear from upstairs, from outside you can hear that there's a peal of thunder rips across the sky, and suddenly the cackling upstairs kind of fades into a haunting echo.
They're probably like teleporting around again through the ethereal plane. That's why I don't want to leave them anywhere. I feel like they're gonna get snatched up.
This dude keeps.
Are there more floors up? Is there anything else in here?
There is another floor up.
Okay.
You get up to the top, it's a domed attic. When you reach the windmill's peak, a domed chamber filled with old machinery. There's not much room to move around. Light slips in to the attic through small holes in the walls and ceiling. And you find up here amongst the old machinery, you find some makeshift beds that are made out of rotting hay.
Are there any more children up here?
No.
Okay. I think we got the best two.
The 5-year-old girl tells you that we don't like Morgantha. She likes to poke us with needles.
Ooh.
We don't like her either. She wants to try and murder us.
What you do find laying around the attic, you don't find any more children, but you find a lot of discarded clothing.
So it's like
Children's size.
a lot of kids. We put a pretty good hurting on Morgantha, right? Not really. Okay, maybe we should try and destroy. You know what? We should try and destroy the equipment up here, so that they can't do this anymore. For a while, at least. That'll get people unhooked on their green pies, if nothing else.
Okay. So, yeah, how would you guys want to go about doing that?
If you steal a couple gears, that'll jam things up for a while.
That's true.
So I'd like to take some gears.
Okay. So
Write it down on step by step.
So Helga is messing around with pulling gears out of the machinery up here. What are the rest of you doing?
That sounds like a good idea to wreck the thing.
He's like, vandalism, yeah.
Destruction!
I'll write about this in my journal.
I would like to bag up all the children's clothes in case when we take the living children back to town, people can identify who was missing with it.
That's a good idea.
Sure.
It looks like just rags to us, but parents may identify one kid's rags over another kid's rags.
Sure.
Just so they know.
Yeah.
Okay. And Chi Sim, in the moldy straw mattresses that you found in the that were makeshift beds in the attic, you find 6 pieces of cheap jewelry that are worth 25 gold pieces each.
I'll take them.
That's nice.
26.
So 150 gold pieces worth of cheap jewelry.
I guess we should take these kids and gross clothes back to town. And tell everybody we've destroyed the Dream Pie pipeline.
They had children in the minerals. Hey, so people were eating children.
They sure were. Apparently they were addictive.
It's Soylent's child.
Yeah, Soylent Child, that's right.
It's like Soylent Green, but with less calories.
I was gonna say Soylent Green, PD, like pediatric.
Yes.
And it's Pedialyte.
Yes.
Soylent Green.
Yes. You, so Pepperell, you find that there is a small leather bag next to the millstone, and in the bag, it is a bag of children's teeth.
Hello.
Yo, give me.
Those other craft
It
supplies.
makes a cool sound when I shake the bag.
Yeah.
An interesting record.
Yeah. These will make excellent dice. Hold on.
Yeah. I'm sad, but it sounds like a cool souvenir that maybe the parents want. That seems even worse than just,
Here's your children's teeth.
here's your dead child's clothes and some of their dental work.
Won't they like pop if we throw them on the fire? That's what I've heard.
Popcorn.
Yeah.
There was an account in some of the pages of the logs that were found from the HMS Terror and the other ship that it was so cold in the Arctic that at night some of the watch guards on the upper deck while the ships were frozen in, it was so cold that if they opened their mouth to breathe, their teeth would explode.
Ooh. Ugh.
Which sounds terribly unpleasant. I mean, that just does not sound like a good camping trip at all.
How did they pee?
Yeah, that's a good question too. Yeah. You got to keep a lantern close to it and
I guess so. I have no idea.
speaking of pee, I will be right back.
Dude keeps rolling up to me with a knife.
Are you playing the imposter thing? Or
No, I'm playing Roblox, but he just keeps pulling up to me with a knife.
I have not played Roblox. Can you believe that? I've kept my kids away from it because Minecraft's been enough of a thing.
Like, he'll keep pulling it out. He won't do anything. He just does it.
That's creepy. It's like exposing himself in Roblox. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm trying to make patches for my stepdaughter for Christmas. I know it's really early to be working on that. But I'm embroidering
My
and stuff.
grandma's been working on Christmas, ornaments. She makes ornaments.
Aw.
I can't even play it. He keeps teleporting me around.
That's funny.
If you want, I'll go into like a public game of this game. Just click a random one. And then it fills up pretty fast and
Wow. I thought I could multitask.
someone laughed. I hate when people do that. Like, they'll leave right before the game starts. I'm imposter. I immediately get to kill people.
Ooh.
Oh jeez, we're all so fast. But yeah, since these are randoms, all I need to do is just say it's sus someone and then it's automatically them. Can you believe that?
A random and R? Yeah.
Kill him. I'm red now. Oops. Because I killed someone. And then Brown just rolled up on Bobby and Red didn't get to kill them. It's not
My stepdaughter's really into Animal Crossing. She's the reason that we got all the fruit. Because we only have pears and cherries.
I'm sorry, Red.
You can't be, come on. Nuh-uh.
Red's the other imposter.
That's funny.
Light green just said he's imposter with a brown. Trying to rat out Brown. Oh, Brown. That's what I mean. All you need to do is say, "Oh, this person sucks," and they automatically get thrown out.
Sorry, I wanted to check to see if my latest Amazon order with yet more Warlock tiles showed up.
I want those so bad. My son would just destroy them though. Anything with moving parts, he just...
You should see my cat when I set up a big dungeon. She's quite excited.
My cats get to kill real things, so they're pretty chill indoors.
So, you guys you disable the machinery in the windmill, and you get back down to the basement, or back down to the ground floor. And you see that Ismark and Irina have stepped into the windmill, and they see you come downstairs with the children, and Irina immediately insists that they must take the children back to Barovia where their family is. And Ismark is completely against this. He wants to move on towards Vallaki to get his sister to safety, but she is insistent that the children be returned.
Where all this, what are, Vistani, or I can't remember.
Vistani?
Vistani, yeah. They all disappeared, right? Or are they still nearby?
You would assume that they're probably still camped back at the Tesher pool.
Maybe our bard can convince them to take him back. That's like the only, I don't know, that's the only compromise I can think of for this
Make a history check.
history.
They're blaming Pink now.
History, 17.
So on a 17, you know that, and whether it is deserved or not, you know that the Vistani are, I guess, rumored that they sometimes take children.
Okay, so that's not a good idea. Alright. Yeah, I think we need to take him back.
As the resident Vistani in the group, I'm offended.
Racist!
That's right. Dwarves are notorious racists.
So you're saying no one in your family has ever taken someone else's child ever in the entire history?
I'm saying that to put everyone together in the same category is bad.
Has your family ever stolen a child?
I've never stolen a child.
Okay, detour.
So Helga is in agreement to take the children back to Barovia. What do the rest of the party say?
Sure.
I think press on and send word from the press forward and then send word from there back to Barovia to come get their kid.
That's an option as well. What does Pepperell think?
So you said the kids had a thought. They're adamant they want to go directly back, or they just don't want to stay with the...
They just don't want to stay here for obvious reasons. And they, the little girl sniffles that she wants to go home to Mama and Papa,
But I mean, the boy Freak has told you that basically what's going on here, and when asked if people know that this is what's going on, he basically tells you that he thinks that the grown-ups know, but they don't want to believe it.
Well, it sounds
Will they
like
travel with us to our next destination, and then we'll send messengers, or they think they're going to go it alone in the forest and walk back?
They would be okay following you.
we could find places like in public for them to stay while we go off into.
Yeah, they would be okay following you. And Irina, like holds the children close to her and tells Ismark that she'll watch over Myrtle and Freak.
What a cute little freak.
I've always wanted a valley. I'll most likely kill you in the morning.
He's just about old enough to be a good valet. If he parked your car, he'd be a valet.
Well, I think if they want to come with us while we go on our next place, we then send word back. But if they're going to be contrary, then
they have to behave.
If they come with us, they have to deal with me like preaching to them all the time.
Making them say their prayers every night.
That's right.
I'm gonna be glaring,
Their
so.
parents are like dream pie addicts anyway, so.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. You're probably better off in the foster system.
They got sold, yeah, for drugs basically. That kind of sucks, right?
Well, I mean, why else do you have kids? I mean, mow your lawn and sell them for drugs.
It's so they can take care of you when you're old.
Right, right. There's that.
I'm not into that. at
Oop,
all.
did we lose somebody?
no, I was just dropping a quote.
Oh. Let me take a look here. So,
Wow.
you guys continue on towards Vallaki.
Oh no, not a dog. Scary dog.
And you continue traveling, and it's getting late into the evening. There it is. I was like, where the fuck is it? What? There it is. Okay.
Wait a minute.
It's now around 10 o'clock at night, and as you approach the town, the old Svalik road meanders into a valley watched over by dark, brooding mountains to the north and south. The woods recede, revealing a sullen mountain berg surrounded by a wooden palisade. Thick fog presses up against the walls, as though looking for a way inside, hoping to catch the town aslumber. The dark road ends at a set of sturdy iron gates with a pair of shadowy figures standing behind them. Planted in the ground and flanking the road outside the gates are a half dozen pikes with wolves' heads entailed on them.
Yeah.
Good form.
Good for the children.
It's a message to the other wolves to stay away.
That's right.
Yes, clearly.
Wouldn't that make
You're
Pepperell
welcome.
get
I'm
like
here.
all teary-eyed thinking about canines?
The two guards that stand just inside the gates, just as you're approaching, the guards look like they're about ready to close the gates for the night. And the two guards are each carrying pikes. And they, as they're reaching out for the gates to shut them, they see you approaching on the road, and they both take a guard stance with their pikes at the ready and call out, "To arms! Who goes there?"
None of your business.
Some adorable, impoverished children. Look at them.
She holds up the little girl. Look.
They're gonna be used for drugs.
They tell you, they're like, the guard looks at the children and says, "There's no place for children in Vallaki.
Aww.
We would recommend taking them to, if you're looking to dump off orphans, we would recommend taking them to the Abbey of St. Markovia.
Well, where's that?
Isn't that where we're going?
That's where you would like to go, yes.
Yeah, we're trying to go that way then. So, thanks for the tip.
He says, all right. And the guard looks you over and he looks at Pepperell and he says, show me your teeth.
Well, that's kind of weird.
Throw him the bag.
Throw him the bag!
Just see my teeth.
I have my teeth right here.
I'm not here to fulfill your
Smile
fantasies.
broadly at him, no matter how much it pains me.
He
Smiles of pain.
he gets close and examines your teeth and says, no, I think we're okay to let them in.
What do you mean?
Show him the
Show them the bag.
He's like, not my type. Never mind.
He says, if you're looking for a place to stay for the night, you should check out the Blue Water Inn. And he gives you directions to just stay on the road, and it is towards the center of the town of
Why
Valaki.
did he only check his teeth out of everybody's?
It's because of his race or something, right? Or am
You
I
look
wrong?
the most canine.
My emo pallor.
Yes,
Okay.
his pale moon tan.
I see. So we should go to the inn, right, guys? It's getting late.
Yes.
All right, let's do that.
I need a drink.
I want to rob some people.
So the inn's always a good place for that. So as you are heading in to the town,
Ah.
yes. You pass a large stockyard that has several locked sheds along its periphery and lies adjacent to a roomy warehouse. Wooden sign above the front gate reads, Arasek Stockyard. Parked at the southern end of the stockyard is a sturdy carnival wagon, its colorful paint peeling off. Faded lettering on the side spell out the words, Rictavio's Carnival of Wonders. There's a heavy padlock that secures the back door.
You think anything worth value would be in there?
Is it open? So it's not open for business. It's closed right now.
Right.
Okay. Well,
You think we can snatch something from it?
I'll move along, but you all can try, since you're the thieving types. Are you gonna?
I just want to steal from the inn because there's a bar full of drunk people.
Do you want to head? Do you guys want to continue heading towards the inn?
Yeah, I want to steal from a bunch of drunk people.
Okay.
Nobody's gonna. All right, fine. But I'm the good person, so I can't do this. But I wish somebody would look in there. I do. I'm curious.
I'd rather steal from a bunch of drunk people and
You-
watch their reaction.
Let's see if they even notice.
So this map pack is great, but I kind of wish they had a table of contents.
Beautiful.
Is it 3? It is. Time for more dungeons.
So.
I do that without conscience. I
Okay.
can't find any more stags.
Is that in Roblox or something?
So
Borderlands.
for
The canine thingies.
you guys,
I just think of them as dogs.
I think dingoes or something.
No, it starts with an S.
The developers of that game are Australian. Yeah, that explains why you're driving in a wasteland for like
Yeah.
So this is the town of Vallaki,
Skag.
and
Skag.
you get through the town and you reach it. You reach the Blue Water Inn.
There they.
Sending the map.
There's the map if you want to see.
I think there'd be a bunch of drunk people in there.
Probably.
More than likely.
What else is there to do?
I know this is such a pleasant place to live. I mean, why would you ever be sober? Gray smoke issues from a chimney of this large 2-story wooden building with a stone foundation and a sagging tile roof, upon which you notice several ravens are perched. A painted wooden sign hanging above the main entrance depicts a blue waterfall.
Can I steal a raven?
They're pretty hard to steal.
Oh.
You note that the Blue Water Inn appears to be the main gathering place for locals, especially in the evening. And as you enter the bar or the tavern,
Wait,
there are
allowed
several
to bring
people
children in here?
seated.
Oh yeah. Kids used to have rights.
In one corner, you notice that there are a pair of men, both wearing heavy wool or heavy wolf skin coats with fur lining. One is bald with a long, scraggly beard, and he's sitting there dourly drinking a tankard of wine. And next to him is a younger gentleman with a scar across his face, and he has longer hair. And they are sitting together.
Do they look drunk?
No.
Okay. There's no bother then.
But you do notice a pair of gentlemen that are sitting over in the corner, and they are dressed quite finely compared to all the other Barovians that you've noticed. And these two are acting like complete a-holes and laughing, and they are clearly inebriated.
I am going to go over there.
And then in another corner, you see a gentleman sitting by himself, wearing a puffy-sleeved velvet and red velvet and cream-colored shirt, and he is sitting there. He's got a long, pointy beard and has a pair of spectacles on, and he is sitting there by himself, smoking his pipe and drinking a glass of wine.
I'm going to go over to the wealthier-looking people that are just drunk.
Okay. You approach, and they reach over and pull out a chair and say, "Oh, yes, have a seat, young lady. My name is Nikolai, and this is my brother Carl. We are the Wachter brothers."
Oh, really?
I'm gonna try and keep the kids away from there. That's my. So I won't notice if anybody decides to steal or anything. That's,
I already have my intention.
Damp cloaks hang from pegs in the entrance portico. The tavern is packed with tables and chairs, with narrow paths meandering between them. A bar stretches along one wall under a balcony that can be reached by a wooden staircase that hugs the north wall. Another balcony overhangs an entrance to the east. All the windows are filled with thick shutters and crossbars. Lanterns hanging above the bar and resting on tables bathe the room in a dull orange light and cast shadows upon the walls, most of which are adorned with wolf heads mounted on wooden plaques. A lot of dead wolves.
Got a theme.
Yeah, the whole town has a theme going on.
Like, where is it? Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
And you see that there is a man behind the bar. And he's sitting there wiping down the bar, and he notices you come in, and he says, "Oh, that's a odd-looking family."
Right. We're, no.
So, how much are we able to afford a room? Like, I should really be in charge of the money, being a dwarf, but I haven't paid any attention.
Don't
to
worry,
it.
I'm gonna get us some
Being a
more.
dwarf and female, I should be in charge of the money.
But being me in real life, I've had a really hard time paying attention to any numbers. So sorry, folks. Maybe we'll trade our. How much does a room cost? Is what I should ask.
He says, "Oh well." As I'm looking right at it. Oh, there we go. It is 1 silver piece a night. If you would like, for 2 silver pieces, that will include your meal for the evening.
Oh, it's not that
Or
much.
it will include all meals for your stay.
Okay, I'm sure I have that. Let me go look at what I got.
I'm gonna ask the brothers why they're here. You know, just simple chit chat. You know.
So, when you ask him, he says, "Well, don't you know who we are? We're the Wachter brothers."
I'm sorry, I'm new around town.
He says, "Well, our mother is Fiona Wachter. But that's enough about us. I don't mean to bore you with tales of the Burgermaster's madness. Tell us stories about where you've been."
Let's see. We've been sent here to defeat werewolves.
When you say that, they both start busting up laughing. They're like, "Oh, well, you probably want to go talk to the brothers over there." Well, they're not really brothers, but they might as well be.
Okay.
And he points over to the men wearing wolfskin coats.
I'm just gonna say, okay, I'll see you in a bit. I'll walk up, except for I'll walk out of their line of sight and shapeshift.
Okay, what are you going to shapeshift into?
Let's see.
Another lady, probably.
Another
Into a completely different person?
You know, see if I can try to get something out of them.
So I am paying and getting the kids food and put down for rest.
Okay, so Irina insists that she'll stay in the room with the children. So her and the boys, and of course Ismark insists that he'll stay in the room with the 3 of them to stand watch and protect his sister. So the 4 of them can be in one room.
Awesome.
So you're only looking at 5 silver pieces total, and that covers their room.
Wait,
Maybe.
does
Okay,
shapeshifting
so,
change the clothing too, or is it just like person?
That is a very good question. Jeff, do you know about changelings?
You're probably just naked all the time.
No.
No, I haven't this detail on them.
Let's see here. Changelings, I believe, are in Eberron.
Yep.
Let's see here. Changelings, page 17. Let's ask the sages and see what they say. I think it only changes you, not the clothing you're wearing.
They're pretty drunk though.
They're pretty drunk, yeah.
You should really look for like a reversible jacket. Or
As an
something.
action, you can change your appearance and your voice. You determine the specifics of the changes, including your coloration, hair length, and sex. You can also adjust your height and weight, but not so much that your size changes. You can make yourself appear as a member of another race, though none of your game statistics change. You cannot duplicate the appearance of a creature that you've never seen. And you must adopt a form that has the same basic arrangement of limbs that you have. Your clothing and equipment are not changed by this trait.
Okay. Well,
My
I'm.
arms where legs are, legs where arms are.
Right?
What?
Here, I'm gonna walk over to her.
So no changing into
I'm
a
gonna
beholder.
walk over to her first and just say, hold on to my top hat real quick.
Okay, give her the ratty old top hat.
And then just change into, I don't know, what would get their attention?
They seem to pay attention to you as a young woman, so that got their attention.
Yes, Another young lady.
Okay. Maisel, what are you doing?
So I know. So the Helga and Chisim are with Helga's arranging rooms and Chisim is with the brothers.
Yeah, she's messing with the two drunk nobles.
Cool. I don't know.
Perfect
Is there
chance
anyone
to use
else
my
in the
abilities.
bar or the chat room that catches my interest?
So
Personally?
there are the wolf hunters that you know that they're wolf hunters both by the fact that they're wearing wolfskin coats, and that the drunk nobles, when Chisim initially told them that they were sent here hunting wolves, they laugh and point over at the two wolf hunters. And then there's also the well-dressed gentleman with the spectacles and the pipe, sitting in a corner by himself reading out of a large book.
Does he have any crazy look about him, like a insane wizard might? Just out of curiosity.
Make a insight check.
He looks pretty fancy. That's what I remember.
9.
He doesn't necessarily trigger your initial response as being a wizard, but he definitely appears to be a sage of some kind. He's your initial inspection of him, now that you've kind of tried to size him up a little bit, you see that he has a rapier, and he's wearing a vest, like a embroidered vest over his shirt, and he's got like a Shakespearean type shirt on underneath this vest, and the vest has like 3 slings on it on the left side, that there are sharpened wooden stakes that are in the pockets of those slings. And the book that he's reading is a large leather tome that has 3 buckles on it that will seal and lock the book.
That sounds cool. I think I'm going to go talk to him.
Okay. So you go over and he looks up and he says, "Oh, yes, may I help you?"
Let's see. Is the seat taken?
You what?
I asked him if the seat's taken because I want to sit and talk to him more.
He says, "Oh, no, please sit, enjoy. My name is Rictavio. I am a bard that likes to regale my customers and people around the town with tales. What might your name be?"
My name is Maisel, and I pursue the finer arts as well.
Oh, well, then we have things in common to talk about. He says,
You.
I will admit, he says, I admit I have no musical talent,
Do you think
but
that's
I still manage to entertain the locals with my stories.
Probably could. You should.
Yes, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Let's see. What I like is the story
I'm
about the
gonna buy
stakes
him
you've got
another
there.
drink just in
He says, oh, these are just mere baubles, props that I use in my stories to scare the children in the afternoon, tales of vampires and werewolves. It's all nonsense.
I am getting a lying liar who lies 5. Off of that.
I was just going to say, make another insight check.
So I would like to know if he's lying or not. 14.
So, yeah, you're like, wait a minute, this guy, yeah, I don't really buy what he's putting down. Also, he seems a little bit more upbeat than anybody you've met since you've been here.
Right, which just means it's probably fake. So what was the name of on the book that he was reading?
The name
Can I see
on the book.
I guess I'm also gonna take my hood off.
Is the name of the book
So
like
they
How to Kill
actually can see
Vampires
my face.
Who
That'd be cool.
Run Small Villages?
Hey, young gentlemen.
Yeah,
would you
he-
like some
Make
You should
Make a perception check.
You should make up some story.
It'll be like
about
How to
where it
Kill
came from.
Vampires
Yeah,
by
make
Buffy
it
Summers.
seem rare.
Yeah.
Perception?
Yeah.
It came from a dragon's lair.
24.
Wow. So as he's talking to you, he shuts the book, and you glimpse the cover of the book, and it says on the cover, Van Richten's Guide to Vampires.
I knew he was
Okay.
going to be associated with vampires.
Everybody.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna tell him that I suspect that he and I have more in common than we first thought, and I might try and catch someone's eye and waggle my eyebrows at them to like get them to maybe come over and join us. Because if he's in pursuit
I'm
of the
distracted.
Devil Strahd, then he might have helpful information, and I don't want to get it by myself.
I'm not doing anything.
I'm like,
I like his fancy dress. You know, I'm digging it. I tell you.
He, when you mention Strahd's name, he makes a holy symbol in the air, and
I'm gonna do the spitting thing.
a woman, a portly woman, comes out from behind the bar and brings him what looks like a very fresh, like freshly off the butcher's cut slab of steak, very thick cut,
That's
wrapped in
hungry.
a cloth, and she hands it to him, and he folds it up and ties some string around it, and he says, "Oh, I must leave. This here is for a friend that is back at my wagon. You know, they're not feeling well, so they weren't able to come stay at the inn, and I figured I would bring them dinner." He says, "I also have a pet monkey, but you know, the monkey wasn't welcome at the inn."
Oh, is he the guy with the?
He says, "I ended up having to give my poor monkey to a local toy maker."
So he's the guy with the wagon that we saw on the way here. Right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I can put two and two together there and be like, "Hey, you're the guy."
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And he's like, "Yes, that's me. Goodbye."
So the innkeeper comes out, and he brings you guys some steaks and potatoes and a bowl of beet stew,
Hopefully nobody notices that I've
and
changed.
sets a pitcher of wine on the table.
I know what I'm gonna do. Hold up.
Cheeseman wanted to try and
Sell the fake jewelry to the
Oh, you wanna
drunk
try
man.
Okay, so you at the drunken nobles table. So how are you going to approach them?
In a seductive way.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
she was gonna tell him it came from a dragon's lair, like this big story about it. Yeah.
You can make your persuasion check with advantage.
That's what I would think.
You could do it. You might still be blessed. You know.
Yeah, let me just re-roll that real quick. It just hit the side. It didn't even go in.
What was it?
I guess I get a 3.
Wow. So the Wachter brothers, Nikolai and Carl, laugh, and they're like, let's take a look at this jewelry that you want to sell us."
If this doesn't work, I'm going to have to shapeshift again.
That's pretty easy. I wish I could do that whenever I was embarrassed.
Change into a.
So they look at this jewelry. Make a deception check.
Deception. Is this with or without?
It's just a straight deception check.
Okay.
Unless you have an inspiration point, which you can spend to make it advantage.
Let it do.
18?
Nice. Oh, and before I forget, Helga, you are awarded an inspiration point for rescuing the children.
Oh, hooray. Okay, thank you.
With your 18, the Wachter brothers are actually fairly interested in 3 of the pieces. And the jewelry, not only is it cheap costume jewelry, but it's just covered in dirt and it's disgusting. One of them's a little bit gooey and sticky for some reason.
I don't think they'll
Might be
notice
melted
that.
child, you're not sure.
I'm just gonna quickly clean them off on my leggings real quick.
He offers you, so the 3 pieces would be worth 75 gold pieces from what you can tell. He offers you 50 for 3 of them.
And they're worth how much by themselves?
You estimate that they're worth 25 apiece, so it'd be 75. He offers you 50.
That's...
We'll just hang on to them, I guess, right? Or, no, wait, are you saying that she's doing twice as much, or 2/3 as much as she deserves?
2/3 as much.
Oh, well,
I'll just take it.
no, don't.
Just kidding.
Okay, so I guess that won't be going down. It was a fun idea, though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, who else are you going to sell them to? You know what I mean?
There's not.
You're in Barovia, so...
Okay, do you want to take it and get some gold? You do have more of it for later.
I have, like, what, 1 piece left?
Just ask him for 65.
Yeah, there you go.
65.
Make a deception check.
Pretty high in deception.
I never haggle. I don't know how to do it.
Ooh. 15?
Yeah. He says, yeah, I'll give you 65. And so he reaches into a pouch and pulls out 65 gold pieces. And all of these gold pieces have the visage profile of Strahd von Zarovich.
Hey, these are Strahd bucks. Not real gold.
They're like the money that the little fake dollar bills that some companies give out. Oh, you can buy it at the company store. Yeah, fuck you. He gives you 65 gold pieces for those 3 pieces. And him and his brother are like trying them on and laughing and giggling like a couple of idiots. And
I'm just, with whatever they didn't buy, I'm just gonna take that and leave.
when the
Oh, get some money.
the innkeeper comes over to your guys' table, just Rictavio excuses himself and takes his wrapped up slab of steak and leaves. And you learn that the innkeeper's name is Erwin. And he comes over and he says, "Oh, I have to apologize for the quality of our wine, but my supply of wine is nearly gone and the next shipment is overdue. If it wouldn't be too much trouble, if you're heading in that direction, I would very much appreciate if you could check out the vineyard and the winery. It's just a few miles west of here, on the Old Bonegrinder Road."
I'll take a side quest, sure.
Sure. Wait, before I go back to the group, I'm gonna go out of line of sight and shapeshift into something else, just to mess with the group.
Change. But you're still wearing the same clothes.
Yeah, but maybe they won't notice.
Well, and then, okay, so then I also have another question. Have you told anybody else in the group that you're a changeling?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
I
man.
look like an elf.
So now you're going to change into an elf.
I know, that's what I originally looked like to the party, so I'm probably gonna turn into, what? Something...
Dwarf?
No, what are they called?
Tiefling?
Yeah, tiefling.
Okay.
A male tiefling.
Oh, that's going to be awkward. So Helga, Maisel, and Pepperell make perception checks.
18.
Oh no.
9.
10.
Okay. So this male tiefling comes back over to the party, but Pepperell, you notice that the male tiefling is wearing the same clothing that Chi Sim was wearing earlier.
I'm just
Like in every way.
except for the top hat and the hood's not on.
Right, yeah, except for wearing the top hat.
Is Pepperell gonna point it out?
Yeah, what do you,
I'm just
are you
gonna
going
look
to
at
point
him.
that out,
I'm gonna
Pepperell,
look
or-
at him just like, no.
I will broadcast telepathically for all within 60 feet of me that the dude in the top hat's not a dude.
That's it.
And then I'll say, did you steal Chi Sim's clothes? You scoundrel!
So, yeah, so Irwin goes on to, and he explains that that everybody in the Valley of Barovia gets their wine from the Wizards of Wine Winery, and he says it's really strange, we just haven't received a shipment. And so they haven't had the really good stuff, the Champagne de la Stampe, for quite some time, but we usually get at least the middling quality, but all we have left is the cheaper lower end barrels, and we haven't gotten our shipment. And so if you are heading in that direction, perhaps you can see why our shipment has been held up. I would gladly reward you.
Sounds good to me. I'm always down to help. We are going that way, right?
Yes. Well, kind of. So when you head west of here on the Old Svalek Road, he gives you directions. There will be a fork in the road, and if you continue to the northwest, it will take you to the town of Kresk. And if you take the southwest fork, it will take you to the Wizard of Wine Winery.
Okay. So, we'll get to it if we can.
And he looks at you, and he winks his eye, and he says, the ruins of Berez are also along that route. And he turns and goes back to the bar.
Huh. Wonder what that means.
So,
Ruins of Berez? I don't even remember.
as you're sitting there, the younger of the wolf hunters gets up and approaches the table, and he says, "You look new to Barovia, yes?"
That's right.
He says, "My name is Yevgeny Krushkin. My brother Zoldar Zoldarovich and I offer our services to you as guides should you need it. We only charge a silver piece a day."
Well, thank you. That's so nice. People are so nice here.
And when you look up, when he motions his arm towards his brother Zoldar, who's still sitting at the table, Zoldar looks at you, and his face is completely expressionless, to the point of looking hollow.
Is he dumb, or is there something wrong with him?
You just asked that?
No, I'm thinking it. Like, I'm looking at him and trying to judge. You know how some people just kind of stupid looking? Is it like that, or is it like...
I'm just gonna say...
Is it haunting to
Is your
him?
brother okay?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like,
to
is
ask.
he doing fine?
He turns and he looks back over the table, and he goes, "Zoldar is quiet.
All right.
Just a
He
quiet
has seen a great many things in his life."
PTSD, something like that, probably.
Yeah, PTSD from living in Barovia.
Yeah, I probably get it after a while. This place is crazy.
Well, at the table I'm gonna ask if there's any rooms, since most of you don't know.
So, you finish your you finish your meal and you head up to your private rooms for the night. And you all bed down to get your good night's rest.
And just before I go to bed, I'm gonna go back to my natural elf state.
So,
And then I'll catch on. Yeah.
Pepperell is a 1, Maisel is a 2, Chisim is a 3, and Helga is a 4.
Okay, I'm 3.
I think I'm a 10.
So there's a 1, there's a 2, and a 4. So who was 1, 2, and 4?
Me.
Pepperell's 1, I think.
I'm 3, so it's not me.
Okay, so Maisel, Pepperell, and Helga. You
Die.
yes,
That's
you all
me.
die in your sleep. Roll up new characters.
Strahd was totally into me.
Oh no, I'm saving something for Strahd for Halloween.
Oh, cool.
Then I'm gonna come as a mercenary.
Tell you to come visit me soon.
So Strahd's gonna come visit you and you're gonna be like, I'm sorry man, I'm just not that into you.
Or
Wait, then I can turn into Strahd.
It's gonna pick in a different direction and
That
become
might be
Strahd's
good.
girlfriend.
Yo, I need to see Strahd. I need to be able to shapeshift into him.
Try and steal some clothes while we're there, so it's not like.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Just him wearing just his Hitman outfit.
in your sleep, Pepperell, Maisel, and Helga have disturbing erotic dreams.
All right.
See?
Not.
To the point of them being when I say disturbing erotic dreams, they are nightmares.
The sex nightmares.
I love.
And all of you, ooh, that's rough.
At least I'm
Helga,
not
Maisel, and Pepperell, your hit point maximum is reduced by 10.
Oh.
And you do not gain any benefit from a long rest. Chi Sim, make a perception check.
Okay, let me grab my knife.
Damn.
Nat 20.
Whew. You have the experience, you feel like you have woken up and you sit up in bed, but you don't feel like you're awake. And you turn and you look at the 3 beds to your right, you're in the corner, and you see what looks like ghostly apparitions of hideous old women that are atop the sleeping bodies of Maisel, Helga, and Pepperell. On Pepperell, this old woman is grinding her hips on his face. On Maisel, one of the old women is stuffing a rag into her throat and pushing it into her mouth, and it's just this, and you can hear Maisel going in her sleep.
There she is.
And on Helga, you see this old woman just bouncing up and down on her.
Do these things communicate? Like, if I were to speak
They
to
turn and look at you, all 3 of them turn and look at you and smile, like the smile of, yeah, you're gonna be next. And then you lay back down and fall asleep. And that's where we'll stop for this week.
Chris, I gotta hit the road too, but my racial trait has to do with spells and dreams that you ought to decide how that plays out.
The only this would be stopped by a protection from evil and good spell or a magic circle. That's the only way to stop these.
That's what I'm saying. Is it a magical spell that requires me to dream?
No.
Okay. I
Yeah,
was just
ghost
checking
bouncing
whether
up
there's
and down
overlap.
on you.
I heard, yeah.
And so yeah, that's where we will stop for this week.
Okay.
So before we end, so we, my other group, we're working on doing a once per month paint night. I don't know how I would do a paint night via remote. So I don't know that will apply to remote players, but it's going to be a paint and movie night, and originally we were talking about doing it on a Tuesday night. Now we're talking about doing it one Thursday, like the second Thursday every month, and it'll be a double feature movie, popcorn. It's $5 per person, and basically bring any mini that you want to paint. And if you don't have a mini, I have some that you can practice on, because I have this enormous backlog due to my crippling miniature addiction. And if you have paints, bring them. We could share them back and forth. I have quite a few, if that interests you.
I have a lot of acrylic paint.
You might be surprised. Alyssa might be interested in trying that. So, I mean, if you guys are interested, I will go ahead and post an event for paint night, and it would be 6 to 10 on a Thursday night.
I will see if I can make it work, because I need to get out of the house more.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking like the first two will be, the first movie will be The Mummy and The Mummy Returns with Brendan Fraser, and then the second one will finish that up with Scorpion King and the Tomb of the Chinese guy. I don't remember the name.
The only thing it really depends on is what time it is.
Tomb of the Emperor or something. Dragon Emperor.
I don't remember.
It really depends on what time it is.
Yeah.
I have school.
That's true. You would have school, huh?
I don't.
Me too.
Yes. Yeah, but you won't get grounded.
This is true.
There's a benefit with that.
Although right now, Chris, I am on self-isolation because one of my students tested COVID positive.
Oh, fuck.
I had no idea.
So
Wow.
I'm like literally moved. The reason why my background is now pink instead of blue is because I moved my office into my bedroom, and I'm teaching from here.
Fun! That, wow. Wow. See, this just goes to show I was right all along. Children are snotty, grubby little bastards who will infect you.
I got inspiration for saving
Apparently not.
Oh, and also, before I forget, you all get level 4.
Oh, cool. All right, I'll take the
So
stick.
I'll let Jeff know that he can level up Pepperell.
Cool.
So does that mean that can I level up and then drop my max hit point 10?
Yeah, do that.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll do that too.
good,
Dang.
cool.
All right. So I will see you guys online and in person next week, and we will find out about your horrible, horrible erotic dreams.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, have a good one, Jerry.
Yep.
Get better. Or
Or
stay
don't
sane.
Get, yeah, don't get sick, whatever.
Harder challenge. Okay, later.
Or bye.
Do you need to eat anything? Kara, you okay?
Noodles sound good.
So, do I stop somewhere or, like, what do you mean noodles? Like, go somewhere and buy noodles? Or,
There is a Thai noodle place around here that's literally called like Thai noodles. It is over by the Wendy's. You know what? My wife can give you directions.
I swear
You probably passed like 3 of them. There's like several noodle places, and there's a Subway and
You
a
want some Subway?
McDonald's.
Subway. I love Subway.
So
Okay.
when you
My dad hates Subway, so I never get it.
So if you,
Yeah.
when you leave the apartment complex, here's how you're gonna get there. You'll turn left down W Street,
Okay.
and then you're gonna turn left again immediately, and that will go out to the main road. You're gonna go over the bumps, and it'll go out to the main road, hang a left, and you're gonna go past the Walmart Market, and Subway's right there on that corner with the light.
gotcha. Okay, let's get you some Subway, and then, do you need to be driven back to Weimar, or am I supposed to drive you to your house? No.
Probably Weimar. My grandma said she would be. I think she would be willing to pick me up.
Okay, cool. So, Well, it'll get you the subway, and then on the way home, they'll probably text her or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good.
Forgot about the stream. Thank you for watching Thursday Strahd, and we will see you next week.